Hey guys, it's been a long time. Like that song from, I guess it's probably the 20s or 30s, maybe 40s. Actually, it's probably 40s. But I'm here, I'm alive, I've been living life, and I'm trying to not be in the sun, but I think today is a Sunday, even though it's Friday. So I hope everybody is well. Gosh, keep going. So my thoughts are scattered, but I have one singular focus I want to touch on. And I'm sure you read the title before you clicked, so you know. And I am preaching to the choir because I have a lot of creatives on here, a lot of open-minded people, a lot of people that love the arts or involved in the arts in some form or fashion. And as you guys know, I am highly creative. I consider myself an artist in so many different ways. Google even says I'm a visual artist, which is funny because I consider myself more of a performing artist. If you've been in my channel a while, you know I write music, perform music. I write books, I paint, I act, I do comedy, I create characters, do improv. What am I leaving out? I'm sure I'm leaving something out. Play guitar, try to play the synthesizer. Try. And so I've been doing this since I was a kid. I've been doing so many of those things since I was very little. Because actually, somebody the other day said, "How did you get into acting?" And I was like, "Well, I've been just doing school plays since I was an itty bitty girl, and I just haven't stopped. I just always loved doing it. Loved playing dress up, and that just kind of evolved from there, right? With friends, writing skits and sketches as a kid." And so I am very, very, very pro art, pro artist, and I get very mama bear for my artists and for myself when people make it seem like being an artist is not a viable option for a living, and that it's just frivolous. So the other day, I was talking to somebody about my job, and you all know I'm a teacher. It is stressful, so I would love to do something that doesn't drain my empathetic nature day in and day out and leave me so just empty in a lot of ways. Even though the kids are amazing and sweet, it's just if you feel it all and the kids are feeling it all, it's a lot. So I'm kind of thinking like, okay, what would be my next step? And I was sharing with this person about my artistic visions and dreams and goals, and he said, "You need to be practical. You don't want to be a starving artist." And those two words smushed together just gut me every time and actually just put me in rage mode. My version of rage mode, which is to sit calmly and smile and nod, but think to myself, just screaming in my head, no way, what? Because as a kid, my mom used to tell me that all the time. She's like, you don't want to be a starving artist, because I wanted to be on Broadway. I had the New York skyline in my room, and that was the dream as a kid. I wanted to be on Broadway. And but she's like, no, you should be a teacher. I think that's why I probably am now. It's so deeply embedded in me. I was like, okay, I guess this is the safe path, right? The path to kill my soul slowly but surely. And so anytime I hear somebody say starving artist, I just think, why is that the narrative? And I'm not here to debate it. I'm not here to say, can you make a living as an artist, or how hard it is to make a living as an artist. We all know it's not an easy path to choose, right? And people do it in different ways. So I don't want to start a war, a debate, like, oh, no, of course you're going to starve if you try to be an artist. That's not what I'm here for. And I'm sure most of my audience, you guys, that's not what you would say. But, you get the rando people that come in and want to say something negative. So I'm trying to avoid that. So what I'm trying to do is say, why do we perpetuate that stereotype? Because words are so powerful. There is life and death in the tongue, as it says in the Bible. I think words are spells that we're constantly casting. And you can put good out, or you can kill things and put bad energy out, right? And so I'm thinking, if we have the power to create a better world for artists and creatives, why are we perpetuating the narrative that if you go down that path, you will surely starve? And that discourages many, many creatives. And that makes me sad to think there's probably a Beethoven out there, there's, a Van Gogh, a Shakespeare, that maybe their work is never going to be seen or heard or enjoyed because somebody poo-pooed on their dream because they said they would starve, and the person just accepted that and said, okay, I guess I won't share my vision and my art with the world. Just terrible. And so that's really all I have to share. Is I just think I want to just I want to change that narrative. How about lucrative artists? How about successful artists, or soulful artists, or happy artists, or joyful artists? I hope you become, a brilliant artist, a prolific artist, not a starving artist. Because we don't need people starving in the world. I don't care what you do. If you're putting beauty and something wonderful in the world, you should not be starving. Well, nobody should be starving. Nobody should be starving. But especially, you should not put that on someone that's trying to do something good. So those are my 2 cents. I hope everybody's doing awesome. I'm really tired today. I tried to make coffee and I used a different kind than I normally do, and it was just not my jam. So I'm drinking tea, which, as we all know, does not have as much caffeine, but I should probably kick that habit, the caffeine, all of it at some point. But it's Friday. So I send you guys so much love. Let me know how you're doing. Thanks for sticking around with me even when I'm gone for a few months. I appreciate that. I appreciate you. And yeah, this is crazy. The sun is full force today. So, and the shadows. Isn't that the juxtaposition, right? So bright and yet so dark. All right, I love you guys, and I'll see you in the next one. Please take care of yourselves and each other.